Today I'm going to show you how I made this really adorable macrame bee keychain. To start our project, we're going to attach 2 of our black 24-inch strands of synthetic cord onto our lobster clasp keychain. Fold your cord in half to find the center, and then with the loop end, thread that down through your keychain, and then thread the tail ends through the loop. Alright, so let's do it again. Fold your cord in half, and then with the loop end, place that down through the center of your keychain, and then thread the long tail ends through that loop. Now you should have 4 cords. With the 2 outer cords, you want to tie a square knot around the center cords. Make a loop on the left side, and then with the right side, place it behind and through the loop of the left. Cinch it up to the top, and then repeat but on the opposite side. So make a loop on your right, and then with your left cord, thread that behind and through the loop, and then cinch up to the top. Now we need to remove the 2 outside cords. When trimming the 2 outside cords, you want to leave about 1/4 of an inch of length. You need a little bit of length so that we can melt the ends and then press it into the back of our work. So very carefully melt the end, and then with the side of your lighter, press it towards the back. And remember, you don't want to put the cord in the flame for too long because you don't want it to burn. We're only melting the ends so that we can press it towards the back. Alright, so we should have 2 cords left, so divide that in half. Then attach 1 yellow cord on each side. But this time we're going to attach it using a reverse lark's head knot. So it's the same as it was before, only we're going to come up through the bottom and then fold the loop end over and then thread our tail ends through that loop. Now to get our bumblebee to have a rounder body, we need to add a little bit more length. So to do that, we're going to do a half hitch on both sides. And all that is making a loop at the bottom and then threading the tail end through that loop. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side, make a loop, and then thread the tail end around and through. And this is what's going to create a little bit rounder of a shape of the body. So do the same thing to the other side. Fold your cord in half, and then attach it using a reverse lark's head knot. And then with the 2 tail ends, we're going to tie a half hitch on either side. Now with the 4 yellow cords in the center, we're going to tie another square knot. Now our bumblebee needs a stripe in the middle, so we're going to attach 2 black cords using what I like to call a floating square knot. Fold your black cord in half to find the center, and then place that center behind the first set of yellow cords, and then tie your square knot just as if it was a regular square knot, only the back side is not attached. And once you've tied your square knot, you just need to slide it all the way up to the top. Next, attach another black cord the same way with the next set of yellow cords. If you're struggling a little bit tying your floating square knot, you can always pin the black cord down onto your board, and that should help stabilize it so that it's easier to tie. Now, to make sure your floating square knots are anchored on the sides, we need to attach it using a vertical lark's head knot. So take the left strand of your floating square knot, make a loop over top of your anchor cord, and then thread the long tail end through that loop. Then make another loop, but this time place it behind your anchor cord and then down through the center of your loop. Alright, so do the same thing to the other side. So grab the rightmost cord this time, place it over top of your right anchor cord, making a loop, and then thread the tail end through the loop. Then make a loop again, but sending it behind your anchor cord and then down through the loop. Alright, so now our bumblebee needs another yellow stripe. With the 2 outer yellow cords, we're going to tie a square knot around the 4 cords in the middle. So that's 2 yellow and then the 2 center black. Next, we're going to tie a row of double half-hitch knots around the left anchor cord, guiding it towards the middle. Now we're only going to use the first 3 cords to tie our double half-hitch knots, not the 2 center black ones. Okay, so grab your anchor cord and drag it towards the center, and then with the next black cord, we're going to tie our double half-hitch knots. Make a loop around your anchor cord and then repeat one more time, which makes it a double half-hitch knot. So let's do that again. Make a loop with your yellow cord this time, wrap it around and through, and repeat one more time. And then finally with the last yellow cord, you're going to tie another double half-hitch knot. Alright, so do the same thing to the other side. So grab your rightmost cord and drag it over towards the center. Then take the next black cord and tie your double half-hitch knot. Okay, so repeat the same thing with the next 2 yellow cords. Okay, so in the center you should have 4 black cords, 2 on the top and 2 on the bottom. We're going to need the top 2, so let's get the bottom ones out of the way. Take your 2 center cords and cross them over, and we're going to tie another double half-hitch knot. And it doesn't matter which way you cross them over, because we're going to do it again. So this time we're going to cross the other one over and then tie another double half-hitch knot. This is going to give our little bumblebee its stinger. Okay, so now we need to get rid of some cords. So we're going to trim off the 2 cords in the center that we tied with the stinger and the 4 yellow cords. So first I'm going to get rid of the yellow cords here because they are easy to see. Trim them, leaving about 1/4 of an inch. And then with your lighter you want to melt the ends and then press it towards the back. Okay, so let's do that with the other side. Trim off the yellow cords. And then melt them and press it towards the back. So looking at my completed bee on the left hand side there, if you don't like that little tail with the beads at the end, you can always trim those off and melt them as well. But I'm gonna leave mine on. So let's trim off the tail end of our stinger here, and then melt the ends as well. But when you melt the ends of your stinger, try to press it in a shape of a point. Okay, so now let's create the wings. We're going to attach our final 2 white cords on opposite sides of the top black, and we're going to attach it using a lark's head knot, except this time you want the cord that is closest to the center of the bee to be shorter. Because to make the wings, we're going to do a series of vertical lark's head knots. Okay, so make sure that the short tail end is closest to the inside. And then take the outside long strand and you want to make a loop over top of your black. Thread the tail end through the loop. And then make another loop, except this time you want to take the tail end behind your filler cord and then down through the center of your loop. So again, make a loop over top. Thread it through the loop, and then repeat, except go behind your filler and then down through the center of your loop. Alright, so continue tying your vertical lark's head knots until you have 6 or 7 of them. So I did 6, so I'm going to repeat the same thing to the other side. Don't forget that your short tail end is going to be towards the middle or closest to your bee. And then with the outside cord, you want to tie your vertical lark's head knots. Now we need to thread our black filler cord down through our bee, and you want to thread it right on the top of our black stripe here. So grab your black filler cord and thread it through your tapestry needle, and then send it right through the top here, right above your black stripe. And of course, do the same thing to the other side. Tighten it up and kind of press it into shape. And to secure the wings, we're going to attach it on the back. So we're going to need to flip it over. Now to attach it, I find the neatest way to do it is to tie another double half hitch knot. So take that white cord and bring it towards the back. This is going to be the filler cord. Pull it nice and taut, and then with the black cord, tie your double half hitch knot. Repeat on the other side, so grab that white cord, pull it nice and taut, and then with the black cord, tie your double half hitch knot. Okay, so now we're going to cut and melt all of our cords except the two bottom black ones. Now, if you chose to keep the two bottom cords like I did, I have a tip for you. In order to get the bead on, what I like to do is trim my cord to a point and then melt it so that it's kind of like a needle. This makes threading the bead onto this rope so much easier. To secure those beads in place, all we're going to do next is tie just a simple overhand knot so they don't slip off our rope. Now, don't get me wrong, I think this macrame bee keychain is adorable without the little dangly things at the bottom, but I do think that the sparkly beads does add something a little special to it. Next, snip off those ends and then melt them so it does not fray. Thank you for spending time with me. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I'll see you in the next one.